If you guys went to sleep wondering to yourself if it was really real what we saw from Steph Curry last night, we just wanted to run it back real quick and remind you, because we all sat and watched this game in the green room, and I still actually can't believe what we saw. It's a historic run from Steph. He scored 47 points on 11 threes last night in the thriller against the Celtics, his 10th straight 30-point game, and his third game with at least 10 threes this week. This week, okay? This week. Steph and his coach trying to put it into perspective.
I have supreme confidence. I'm I've been blessed with a very, special skill set that I'm trying to continue to master and hone and get better at. And that's showing.
He's just he's Steph Curry, So it's not just the skill level, it's the confidence, it's the bravado, it's the willingness to fail and not think twice about it. He goes for it every time, every play, competes, not afraid of failure, and trusts his skill because he's worked his whole life for this, and he's just at the peak of his powers.
He's not afraid of failure, but Steph hasn't been failing too much, especially over the last 10 games. We're going to try to put it into context, even though you really don't have to when he's playing this good. In the last 10 games, averaging 39 points, 55% shooting, 49% on threes, 90% on free throws. And then if you like the context thing, then he's made 68 three-pointers during this span. That's the second most over a 10-game span in NBA history. And I think the craziest thing we just heard from Steph is, I'm trying to master it. I'm honing in on my skills, just obviously continuing to put in the work. And that's scary to me because every time I think, I'm good at my job. I know Woj is good at his job. I'm like, Steph is better at his job than everybody else in the NBA. What were you thinking last night as we watched the performance?
An incredible basketball game, a nationally televised game. He and Jason Tatum, I think that was the best, two-star players going back and forth at it that I've saw this season. And so many people are going to talk about why Steph Curry is the greatest shooter in the history of the league. Steve Kerr just said confidence, bravado. I got to tell you something, Steve. I got confidence and bravado. I'm going to tell you 5 things Steph Curry has that I don't have, though. Unlimited range, crazy handle, efficiency. How about the fact that he's clutch and he's not ball dominant? Catch, move, cut. Steph Curry is a special player. It's great to see him regain his elite status.
We wanted to show you something, Jalen, because I think this really puts it into context. Steph Curry over the last 4 games compared to you, J. Rose, as a rookie. Okay, look, the numbers are not quite comparable, but y'all have the same baby face, so that's good.
Well, what about post moves? What about turnaround jumpers on the baseline?
We're not talking about all of that. But for real, though, Woj, when you think about what we're seeing in the matrix that's been broken by Steph Curry, what do you believe is happening right now?
Well, what's happening now is you've got a league that is salivating at the idea of having Steph Curry in that play-in tournament at the end of the season, essentially almost an NCAA tournament feel where Curry could win 2 games, shoot somebody right out of the playoffs, and it's a way to include a Golden State team that otherwise is probably not going to make the top 8 in the West. And I think the reason they put this play-in tournament in for television ratings, for revenue. Let's not mistake that. To try to curb tanking, keep a team like Golden State playing and not looking for lottery balls in the draft. And so I think in that short window in a play-in tournament, Steph Curry, you talk to teams in the West, that's the player of the team they don't want in that winner-go-home environment.
Absolutely, and Draymond Green is getting healthy. Okay, it's unfortunate that they don't have Wiseman. Wiggins has been giving them good minutes, but you mentioned it's all about Steph in a do-or-die situation.
Yeah, and remember, 7 through 10 would be in that play-in tournament that we're going to have in May. And, of course, if you're the Mavericks or someone that's sitting right now in that 7th spot, like you guys keep saying, who you don't want to see is Steph Curry when he's shooting at 49% from 3. He rolled his ankle in the game and still knocked down 3 threes after that. And sometimes he was triple-teamed. It's not a big deal. You were not dreaming it. That is real.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.